Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. I thought tonight we could just have a little bit of a catch up, a little bit of girl time. I'm going to sit here and show you my makeup routine and my beauty favourites that I love, because this has actually been requested from you guys quite a lot, like in terms of Disney parks makeup and what makeup would I recommend for a day in the parks, etc. So let's have a little bit of a Friday night chat, a little bit of a chill out, self-care time, and I'll show you my favourite makeup. Now guys, can I just start this vlog with a little bit of a pre-disclaimer? I'm not an expert by any means. There's so many good makeup vlogs out there, like how to do makeup, tutorials. This is not a tutorial. I am a novice. I know nothing. I just know what I like and how I like to put it on. So please don't go into this thinking that I'm an expert. I'm going to teach you all about makeup and stuff, because I don't have a clue. But yeah, I'm going to put on the makeup that I wear day to day and that I would wear to the Disney theme parks, as there's a little bit of extra sparkle at the park, and it always starts with a bit of a skincare base. Now, one of my favourite products of all time is the Clinique Pep Start cream. It goes just around the eye area here, and it's really, really good for those tired mornings in Florida, because we all know how tiring it is, and I for one quite often wake up with puffy eyes or like swollen all around, red eyes, what have you. This is a miracle. So always start off with this to get the eye area nice and ready and brighten up those eyes. And then of course we need some primer. My favourite is the Smashbox Photo Finish. I think that this helps the makeup set on your skin really, really nicely. And I also think it helps it to stay put for longer. When it's hot and sweaty, it's not always ideal circumstances for foundation and skin makeup to be staying in place, but I find that this from Smashbox really, really helps. I've been using it for a lot of years now and always go back to it. I've tried other products, but this one is the one for me. So I just like take a little dot. Sorry, I was flipping you guys the finger there. My apologies, how rude. But I just take a little dot and put it on the main areas, so some on the cheeks, nose, forehead, everywhere basically. And that is my primer done. Now everybody's different on this next bit, but guys, where do you start? Eyes and eyebrows or face makeup? I personally go eyes and eyebrows first because I'm a bit messy, and if I was to do my foundation, bronzer and everything and then go in with a mascara wand, you can guarantee I'm smearing that all around my face and would have to start again. But always start off with brows and lashes. Now I've got a little bit of help in this department. I've had them microbladed, so they're kind of there anyway, but I do like to enhance them a little bit with a pencil, and this pencil is so old that I can't even tell you what it is, but I think it's just a Maybelline New York eyebrow pencil. I always go for the darker colours because I do find that the lighter ones can give a bit of a browny orangey effect, so the darker ones tend to work best for me, even though I'm quite fair. So I just tend to outline the bottom line of the brow and then fill in any of the little gaps that there might be. So as I say, I don't have many gaps at the moment because they are microbladed and that's fairly recent, so they are still in a fairly good condition. But I just like to enhance some of the brush strokes and, as I say, fill in any gaps. Now I never ever get it just right, so I more often than not have to go around the outskirts with a cotton bud and just clean up any of the pencil that's not sharp and not looking exactly how I like it to look. So there's the pencil on its own, and I like to kind of blend it in and make sure it's all in order with the Rimmel brow this way. It's just like a clear gel and it's really, really reasonable. They do it in like Boots, Superdrug, anywhere like that. I believe it's probably less than £5. It's just like a mascara brush, but I run it over the top it kind of blends in any of the pencil strokes, and it also helps with any of the brow hairs that may be unruly and helps to set them into place. So there guys, that's one brow done and one not brow. I apologise for the extreme close up on my face right now, but just to show you the difference, it doesn't make a huge amount of difference because I say they are microbladed on anyway, but I do feel that this brow looks more enhanced and defined now than this brow. That's my eyebrows complete. Now, I know some people prefer a more natural brow. Some people also have their eyebrows laminated, which is something I've actually been looking into lately, guys. It's where they're kind of like gelled into place, like in an upward brush line. So yeah, that's something I might consider. If any of you guys had brow lamination, let me know in the comments below because I'm seriously considering it. Much like with my brows, I am a bit of a cheat with my lashes as well. I have eyelash extensions. I like them quite long and quite thick, and I have them kind of topped up every 2 weeks or so. Excuse the hair, it's all over the place. I should have got a hairband before really. But yeah, I only have to put mascara on my bottom lashes, and again I stick to the high street for my mascara. I've tried Dior Show, I've tried the Smashbox one, I've tried some Clinique mascara, and I always come back to Maybelline. So I think this is quite a new one. Oh, it's Falsies Lash Lift Ultra Black by Maybelline New York. Falsies isn't new, so whether the lash lift element of it is new or whether they've just rebranded it because it used to be in a whole purple tube, I don't know, but this is really, really good. And I just put a couple of layers on the lower lashes to enhance them a little bit and open up the eye a bit as well. Some people may not even like to wear mascara to the parks, but I really do like mascara, and I like to have long lashes, eyelashes, so unless it's like a water park day, I do tend to wear mascara. So that's my eye makeup and brows all complete. I would also give my lashes a bit of a comb through just to make sure that they're all pointing the right way and tidy and nice and fluffy, just how we like them. And it's at this point, guys, that I would usually then go off and straighten or curl or put my hair up, whatever I'm gonna do with my hair. I'd usually go and style it. I'm not gonna do that right now because I don't need to do my hair today, hence the reason it looks like it does. I'm gonna move on to a bit of face makeup now. I do use quite a lot of products, and for my facial makeup I do like some of the more high-end products that are available, like Charlotte Tilbury and Yves Saint Laurent, Clinique, Dior. I love it all. I love it so much, but I'll show you each product as we use it. So we start with the Yves Saint Laurent under the eye thingy. I'm trying to avoid actually saying what it's called because I can't pronounce it. It's like Touche Eclat or Touche Eclat or something along those lines, but you probably already know of this product. It's like really highly rated and reviewed in the beauty world, and I've been using it for many years. I love it. It completely eradicates any kind of dark circles or just darkness in general in the under eye area, and illuminates the eyes so that they're bright, sparkly, and the tiredness is a bit more concealed. I should probably be using a beauty blender or a brush for this, but when it's the eye area, I do prefer just to do it by hand. As I said, I'm no expert, guys, which you can absolutely tell here. Concealer is just concealer, and I go back to the trusty Rimmel Lasting Radiance Concealer. I usually put a little bit just between the brows here to highlight the area. I always put some on my nose just to smooth out the area, and then kind of any blemishes or imperfections on the skin, I put that on as well. And I'm actually running very low on this. You'll see it's barely scraping by, so I need a new one of those. That's the basis done and everything covered up that needs covering up. I'm going to go in with foundation next, but I wanted to chat to you guys as well because I put out on my Instagram earlier on this week actually, what are your assumptions about me, and I just wanted to talk through them as I do my foundation. I've just made a mess of it. I told you I was messy. For foundation, I use the Clinique Even Better makeup, which has SPF 15 in there. I use shade number 2, which is for fair skin. I've been using this one for a lot of years as well and would highly recommend it. I like it an awful lot. It's light wearing and it doesn't kind of go cakey. It sits really nicely on my skin and it feels like my skin can breathe as well, rather than being kind of smothered in makeup. So I put it in the main areas and then I'll just dab it on with my beauty blender here. But yes, back to the assumptions. Now, probably the most common assumption that you guys popped in the little box there on Instagram was that I'm a super confident person. Now, I love that you guys get that impression, but unfortunately I'm not. I'm actually very far from it. I'm really shy in real life. I'm particularly socially awkward. I am terrible at meeting new people, being in new groups, especially kind of like parties and weddings and just places where there are lots of people, send my anxiety into overdrive, and I cannot cope with those situations. I am getting better, but no, I wouldn't say I'm a confident person, not in general anyway. I mean, once I get to know people, if I'm in a friendship group or with my family, then yeah, I'm confident, but I think everybody's kind of confident when they're with people that they are a bit more familiar with. It always depends, doesn't it, on the situation, who you're with and what you're doing. And I also find that having this channel has helped me, like putting myself out there and speaking to so many of you online over on Instagram and everything like that has boosted my confidence a lot. It's just getting used to kind of putting yourself out there, as I say. But my worst nightmare would be to have to like get up and do a presentation in front of people. That is so scary to me. That's why I don't really do lives. Like, I wouldn't go on Instagram live or YouTube live because I find it terrifying. You guys can see already how the foundation has just generally helped my skin. I tend to go down on my neck as well. You'll see now that I look like a ghost face with then like a brown neck. It's because I already have a layer of fake tan on, but where I've done my skincare and stuff, it always comes off of my face first, and I do need to put a new layer of fake tan on. We're going away this weekend, so I'm waiting for that. I'll tan up before we go away. I'll pop a little picture of my fake tanning just up here because it's amazing. I'd highly recommend it. It's the Tropez 3-hour rapid mousse and I love it. Since I've been using that, I don't make any mistakes. Like previous fake tans, I've come out so streaky, so orange, like really not ideal at all. But this one I find very easy to use and it gives a nice kind of brown shade without being too orange. Highly recommended. It's often on offer as well, so they do it in like Sainsbury's and Tesco as well as online. Looks fantastic, feel unique, what have you, but you can usually find a good deal if you shop around. Speaking of getting tanned and bronze, next I go for my bronzer. I use a Dior bronzer. I'm not going to show you it open because it's it's smashed and it's kind of like a pile of rubble at the moment because I need a new one as well. Yeah, everything tends to run out at the same time with makeup. Does anyone else find that? And then you find yourself having to just like spend out loads and loads on all the different makeup variations. But with this bronzer, I kind of go, oh, Alexa's woken up. I don't know what. Oh, and again. Alexa, play the message. I don't know what she wants. But yeah, this bronzer I use as a base and then I go in and define certain areas a bit more with a Bronze and Glow Charlotte Tilbury kit that I have. This one is just to create a bit of all over colour. I'm not one for contouring, that's far too advanced for me. I do what I can and I do enhance a few areas in a moment with the next bronzer, but I can't do all the posh contouring that they do with different shades of foundation and things. It just doesn't work for me, and so far I've not needed to, so I'm fine with that. This next product is one of my top 3. Can't be without it. I literally love it. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow Face Sculpt and Highlight. It is quite pricey. It's kind of upwards of £50, but it is such a good product. Like, I've been hooked ever since the first time I used it. Charlotte Tilbury's makeup is always amazing, so this is really one of my favourites. It comes in this gold palette like this, and then you get the bronzer, which is the sculptor, and the glow. Ignore the state of that mirror there. But these two work really, really well together, and I love them. So with the Sculpt, we blend it into like the temples, cheek hollows, around the jawline, around like the forehead area and sides of your nose, and that just enhances those areas, and it's really effective. I guess this is like a form of contouring, but with the bronzing powder rather than a foundation, which I find personally an awful lot easier. Like, it just blends better, it sits better, it's lighter on the skin. I love this product. I probably just put on more than I usually would, just so it properly shows up in the light. You'll find that if you just suck in like a little bit, you can see your cheek hollows and cheekbones, like, and I just tend to put it where they go in. I then take a different brush for the glow, just get a little bit of that on there and go on to the other areas. So the highlight is recommended to go on the top of the cheekbones, centre of nose, bow of lips and brow bone for candle lit skin. Look at that. It's absolutely amazing. I love it. My face just like is illuminated and feels so much better with that product on. Loves it. Something else that was mentioned a lot in the assumptions video is that I'm always happy, and again, I love that assumption, but like everybody, I'm not always happy. I'm quite a moody bugger at times, actually. I'm sure if you ask Rob or even Paisley, they tell you the same. I get quite stressed and quite anxious, and that comes out in, like, I don't know, I just get quite short sometimes, but I try and be happy all the time. I guess it will come across like I'm always happy, because times where I'm not feeling happy, I wouldn't necessarily pick up the camera and start vlogging, because who wants to see me sitting here with a face like a slap bottom and being miserable? I wouldn't want to watch that. I want to watch happy people. I watch vlogs to kind of uplift myself and escape reality, and so yeah, I will come across happy. And somebody else put, I'm always happy and it's really annoying, but would it be more annoying if I was always sad? Another favourite of mine is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. Now, I've only recently discovered, guys, that you can get this here in the UK. This was an Orlando special for me. I would go to Disney Springs, go to Sephora especially to get this. This is quite a new one because my gorgeous, gorgeous friends, Mr. David and Mr. Ian, went on a mission all around Orlando to find this for me. It wasn't in Sephora, it wasn't in a second Sephora they went to, it was like somewhere else in a shopping centre. They found it and sent it to me, and I was so happy because my old one is a disgrace. As I say, I didn't realise you could get this here in the UK. You can now, and I'll link it below. It's actually, well, it was on sale earlier this week in Boots. I don't know if it still is, but I'll link it anyway. My old one that I was clinging on to, I'm almost too ashamed to show you, but quick peek. Ah! It's terrible. This highlighter is quite extreme, like it really brings the sparkle. I use a Spectrum like fan-in brush for it, and I get a little bit of a blend with usually Starburst, Marshmallow and Butterscotch. I don't always go for Gumdrop because I do use blusher, and the Gumdrop is a little bit more pink, so I get a bit of a blend and I just put it on the cheekbones, over the top of where the Charlotte Tilbury one was, but that one's quite subtle and more of a base, whereas this one really makes them pop. Now, because I'm sat here with my ring light, I don't know how well you're going to see. Like, let me go back a bit. Can you see that shine? That's everything. I love that look. Some people don't. It's not natural, obviously, but not much of my face is natural. Let's all be honest, guys. I love it. Love, love, love. And just to finish off my cheeks and make them a bit rosier, I use a Dior very, very pink blusher. It's called Dior Backstage Rosy Glow. Again, I've been using this one for a really long time. I just tend to find something I like and stick to it. Don't you just hate when you pay out on new makeup, get it home, and it's just like awful, and you think, why did I not just stick to what I know? So yeah, I definitely stick to what I know. I am a big creature of habit. But I just put this one on like the apples of my cheeks, so it gives them a little bit of rosiness and colour. I kind of have hamster cheeks, like when I smile. My friend used to call me hamming. When I'm away, I would then usually go in with a setting spray, and I love the Urban Decay All Nighter, I think it's called. I'll insert a picture over here. I don't have it right now, like I ran out on our last trip, got rid of the bottle because I couldn't be bothered to bring an empty bottle home. But I would do that, put on the setting spray all over, get the hair out of the way, just put it on, and then I would go in with a powder just to kind of matte it down and make sure everything stays in place. I have quite oily and greasy skin, so I do go shiny, and I find that doing this after the setting spray really helps with that. Again, I use a Charlotte Tilbury product. It's called the Airbrush Flawless Finish. It's just a powder, a setting powder, but I find it does the trick and works really well. Another assumption that you guys said, quite a few of you actually, was that I'm a massive animal lover, and when I talk to animals I hear them talk back, and it is actually true. I love animals. I love animals more than human beings. Like, I'm the biggest animal person you'll ever meet. I was the teenager who went to a house party and spent their whole time in the corner talking to the dog or the cat or the rabbit or the hamster, like whatever animal there was. I would rather spend my time with them than the other human beings. And like, I don't hate human beings, but obviously, but I just love animals so much. Like, my dog and my rabbit are everything to me. Like, I love them with all my heart. I talk to any dog on the street. I talk to birds. I talk to cats. Like, I'm a bit mad, really. In terms of hearing voices back, I don't actually hear their voices. I do the voices. Now, I don't do it in front of many people, but like Rob and Paisley and my mum and all my family know that my dog has a voice, my rabbit has a voice. Am I clinically insane? I don't know, but we have conversations. I lead the conversation. I'm still not convinced that Paisley doesn't know that the dog's voice is not actually the dog's voice, because they have conversations and try to kind of turn around, so she doesn't know it's me. But we're a fun household to live in. That's it for the face makeup. I'm just going to finish up with my lips. So I use the Maybelline New York. Again, I didn't know it was Maybelline, but it's a Super Stay 24 hours lip gloss here. It's quite a matte colour, and then you put the shine over the top. And I find this does literally last a whole day, even in the parks. Like, I can put this on at 7 AM and I'll still have it on at like 6, 7 PM. So I put a thin layer of this just on the lips. And that kind of stains them, and that's the colour that they'll stay for the whole day now. Like, it's not too bright or anything like that. It's quite a matte blush pink, but I like that as a base. And then to brighten it up, I go in with the Clinique Long Lasting in Watermelon shade. I'm running quite low on that as well, God help me. It's not even my birthday coming up, I need all new makeup. It's gonna be pricey, but we move on. I just kind of put a tiny little bit of this over the top to brighten up the colour, and it blends together really quite nicely actually. And then I use the other side of the Maybelline, which is just a clear, like, Vaseline type thing that goes over the top, gives it a little bit of shine. But for me, I love that it blends the two colours in together. And then I like to finish off my lips with a gloss, and I use the Too Faced Lip Injector Extreme. Now, I probably don't need this because my lips are already huge, and this is like a tingling thing that it's a plumper, basically it plumps them up, but I love the colour it comes out, and I do like them more plump. Like, you're probably thinking, you are mad, Charlotte, you're mad, your lips are mahoosive anyway, but I like them big. This one came from Sephora at Disney Springs as well, and I love it. It's like my most recent makeup product that I found and absolutely love. But yeah guys, that's me. This is the transformation. I feel so much better with makeup on. As I said, like, some people do not even wear makeup in Florida. That's great. And I do have days and evenings where I don't as well and just go fresh face, but I do like to have my makeup on. It makes me feel like me, and yeah, I just feel so much better for it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. As I say, it's been requested a lot and I've kind of been putting it off because I know I'm not an expert, and who am I to sit here and talk to you about makeup and applying makeup and what products to use. But yeah, these are just the products that I like and how I like to do my makeup. I'll link everything down below if you wanted to try anything out that I've mentioned today. If you do and you love it, please let me know. Let me know in the comments below what your favourite makeup pieces are as well. Perhaps we even use some of the same. As I say, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If so, leave us a comment down below and subscribe to our channel for lots more fun. See you real soon.